adjust your brakes a little too hot on a VW. A little too tight. So I'm tearing apart the brakes on here. This is the front of the Volkswagen. This cracks me up that these are the bearings here. I'm going to repack these. Just size-wise, how tiny they are compared to what we have on the bus. Here's the wheel bearing. And I grabbed one of the ones that I just took out of the bus. So, Volkswagen, GM bus. Can't even wear this one as a pinky ring. And this one I could wear as a bracelet. So I got this all apart because yesterday, after I adjusted my brakes last week, or 2 weeks ago, everything had been fine, but then yesterday I went on a long trip and this wheel got hot and I could no longer turn it to release the bottom. It would only go one way, it wouldn't turn the other way. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I had to take it all apart here, lubricated it, cleaned it. I'm gonna put some Never Seas on it, but now it's spinning freely with your fingers both directions. But it was tearing up the back of the, you probably can't see it, but anyway, it was tearing up the little dust shield and everything. I definitely need to get new brakes, which the bottom one doesn't look too bad, but the top one is paper thin. So I want to get it back together enough to hopefully get them sent to the O'Reilly. I doubt they have them in stock, but they might at the O'Reilly's here. But I need to be able to drive over there, so I'll put it back together and then take it back apart again. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, this wasn't too bad. Just one nut on the end that had a little Allen in it. I thought maybe it was going to be triple square because a lot of Volkswagen stuff is triple squares, and it was upside down where I couldn't see in it what it was. So, but it was an Allen. And you release this is the nut that holds the wheel on. It had a little Allen threaded thing in it there. Not too difficult. But yeah, now that it's working, and I should be able to not overheat my brakes. But this thing was smoking hot yesterday. It wasn't red hot. That's a different kind of hot, but it was definitely smoking. I smelled a little heat, and when I pulled into the parking lot, like it was rolling just fine when I left, but I had to do a couple real hard brake stops, like this 55 mile an hour speed limit on the road, and had to do a really hard stop when the light turned yellow. And I just don't think it like released all the way after that happened. So that's what it seemed like to me, because after that is when it did feel a little sluggish. So I'm sure that's what it was. And I tried to loosen it in the parking lot of Lowe's, and it just wouldn't. I couldn't turn it the loosened direction. It would only turn the tightened direction, and it would never go backwards. It was and it was the bottom one. It was this one, not the top one, which is the one that's paper thin. But to me, it looks like maybe that's the one that would have been wearing. So I'm not really sure, but anyways, it's not too hard to do a brake job on here. Pretty simple stuff. It just cracks me up how small all the parts are. So there's how that was getting torn up from the screwdriver, and it just wouldn't budge it anymore. But now I have a spinning wheel again, but just a hint of drag. Back it off just a tiny bit more. But I gotta get new brakes. Watching the sunset, getting ready to go down.